Okay, we're going to be creating a vase and flower stamp today. So there's a couple things on your table already, so make sure that you know, Masterpiece Manager, you are not passing out this white piece of paper yet. We're going to take this and move it off to the side. Masterpiece Manager and Supply Manager, so listen carefully. There are black pieces of paper in your bucket. Now I folded them together, so you have to separate them, and everybody gets one folded piece of black paper. Keep it folded. Supply Manager, in your bucket, the first thing we're going to need is the white crayon. This is what we're going to start with. Now we're not going to write our name on this because we're going to be gluing it to the other paper, which we're going to put our name on shortly. So there are two sides of this black piece of paper. Okay, there's the folded edge. This is the side, that's the fold. This is the open. You need to make sure that you know which side is the fold and which side is the open. Because if you cut on the fold, you're going to not do it the right way. So what you do is make sure it's fold, and you're going to lay it down, making sure that this is the folded side. I'm going to put my hand over the folded side. That way I don't draw on it. So Miss Lawson's going to pause this, come around and check to make sure that your hand is holding the crown in one hand and is covering the folded side. Again, it's folded, and I've put my hand over it so I don't draw on it. Once we're all ready, we're going to take our white crown. We're going to start at the top on the other side. It's the open side. And we're going to draw straight, then a curve, and back down. Notice I went from the top all the way to the bottom, and it's on the open side. I'm still covering the fold, so I don't want to draw on the fold. Miss Lawson's going to make sure, double check everybody. Supply Manager, you're going to put the white crowns back, and you're going to give everybody a pair of scissors. Now, we're going to keep the paper folded, and we're going to cut on this white line. So scissors back in the basket, and when we open it, we have made a vase to put our flowers in. The pieces that are two pieces, that is the trash. So make sure that we have the right piece. Miss Lawson will pick up your trash. And then we're going to take our vase, move everything off the side. Supply Manager, this is when you're going to pass everybody a white piece of paper. Put the folder in Miss Lawson's box. And then the Supply Manager, you're going to give everybody a pencil. Now please make sure that your white paper is vertical, top to bottom. Everybody's going to write their name, and you're going to make sure you check for the teacher's code on the board behind Miss Lawson. Pencils go back in the cup. Miss Lawson will be collecting your cup, so when she sees all four pencils in the cup, she will be collecting those. Everybody's going to flip your paper over, and we're going to take our vase. So again, there's no name on this because my name is on the white paper. Supply Manager, you're going to start us off with the glue. So you need to make sure that the orange top is twisted so there's a space between the orange and the white cap. And because the glue is down at the bottom, we have to turn it upside down, give it a shake, and then we're going to do something called the wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. So I start at the top, and I go wiggle, 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 wiggle. Notice I wiggled from the top all the way to the bottom of that black piece of paper. Pass the glue. Then you're going to take your black vase and you're going to flip it over, and we want to make sure that bottom of your vase is lined up all the way to the bottom of your white paper, because all the area in the top is going to be flowers. So again, you want to make sure that your black vase is all the way to the bottom of your white paper. So if you look at it, there's a bunch of space up there for the flowers. Once everybody has that, Supply Manager, double check. You're going to twist your cap, making sure that it is closed, and making sure all supplies are in the blue or whatever color basket you have. Because we will be collecting these and moving on to our sponges. So once Miss Lawson collects those, you're going to get your tray with our sponges. Now, there's a lot of things going on. We have the center, which is yellow for our flowers, and we have the two green stem. We have a long stem and a short stem, and then we have orange, pink, and red petals. Some are little petals, some are big petals, so you'll have different pieces. So what we're going to do, we start off with the yellow. Now, Supply Manager is going to be the first one to do this. We have to make the center of our flowers. Now, be careful. You don't want to make it in the middle of this area up here. You want to come from the corner, come in some, 1, go to the other corner, come in some, notice it's not near the corner, 2, and then from the top of the vase up, 3. So how many yellow dots? 1, 2, 3. That's it. 1, 2, 3. We're only doing 3 flowers. You may see more on the example, but you're only doing 3. Notice I had to have room around the yellow. If I put that yellow dot right here on the corner, I can't fit my petals. So you want to make sure you come in. Same for the one up here. You want to make sure you come up from it so you have room for your petals, room for your petals. The next step is our stem. Now, like I said, there's a short and a long stem. So we have 2 different sizes. The short stem needs to go right here. So I got paint on it. I start under the yellow dot. I stick it down, up, down, up. I do not want to go past the vase. These flowers are in the vase. Put the short one back because these will need the long one. This is the long stem. Underneath the yellow dots, I'm going towards the vase. Notice I pick it up, push it down. Pick it up, move it down, push it. So I'm trying to make a green line going from the yellow dot down into my vase. So that is step 3, getting your stems. We're not adding any leaves, just stems. Again, from the yellow dot down into the vase. And I don't want to go over the vase, but you want to make sure that stem is vertical going down. The last thing is adding our petals. So it doesn't matter which flower you make it where, but each sponge has a point here and a point here. You want to get one of the points and point it at the yellow dot. Then you push down, pick it up, move it over, down, up, over, down, up, over, down, up, over, down, up, over, down. It's okay if it goes on my stem, up, over, down, up, over, down, up, over. Notice I worked my way around the yellow dot. Now this was pink, so it needs to go back to my pink. I'm going to pick up another one. Again, there's 2 points, 1 point here, 1 point here. I don't care which point you use, but point it at, let me turn my paper, the yellow dots. So I'm going to point it, push it down, pick it up, move it over. I'm going to jump on this side. Down, up, over, 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 down, up, over.